Welcome to the EGA Podcast.
It's all CC's fault. If you think about
It is his fault. He's always gonna be a fucking dick.
I know, what a dickhead.
Fucking piece of dick cheese.
I mean, look at him. He just looks like a face you want to punch. You know what I mean?
that's
No
why,
wonder that's why he got into MMA. Because he had a face everybody wanted to punch.
He was a fucking pro. He looked like a dude whose ass I want to kick up the street. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'll kick it down. Put you right back in the spot you started, dickhead.
Bitch.
We guys done?
No.
Can we record the podcast
Right or
now?
what?
CC, you punk bitch. You blue shirt wearing EGA hoodie wearing looking bitch.
On this week's EGA Podcast, we dive into COD, Fortnite, Flash, Batman, Hogwarts, and who would have thought it? Our favorite chips. Who would have
And
thought it?
CC pushing his bitch ass haircut.
Yeah, well, duh. Well, here's a question. What do
Yeah.
you know about Call of Duty?
What do I know about Call of Duty?
I feel like it's nothing, but it's a
You
good
gotta do it
question.
right. You gotta get that shining light next to me, dude, and be like, what the fuck do you know about Call of Duty? Tell me about Call of Duty. You know, like interrogation style.
I need to get one of those remotes from here so I could turn on his light and just fucking flash him.
Yeah.
With the light, not... What? What do you know about Call of Duty?
I just gotta say this. I definitely don't have to worry about carrying this fucking episode because you guys won't shut the fuck up.
You need to shut the fuck up. Just let me and Kai handle this, all right?
I'm fucking letting
Just
you
sit
guys.
there and wear your EGA hoodie right now. Just sit there and
You
wear
jealous? You jealous, Shane?
that. We're part of the company, and me and Kai are hoodless right now, man. Like, what the fuck?
I
Welcome
see.
to my hood.
Never, I'm not gonna say it.
We're hoodless. We're hoodless.
Yeah, Call of Duty. The new update came out. I love it. I'm in love with it. I can't stop playing it.
How does it compare to the previous Call of Duties, though? Is my question.
Okay. So it's exactly the same as Al Mazrah, or not
What's that one?
Al Mazrah. Is that the big map?
No, the
Verdan-
big map is
Verdansk?
Caldera.
Oh,
Okay.
The big map is Verdansk in Warzone 1.
Okay.
Well,
in
Caldera is the
in-
big map in Warzone 2.
In Warzone 2, the big map is called Al Mazrah. Okay. So it's very similar to that. They did fix 90% of the problems that the community has been complaining about, though, I feel. I'm not sure exactly what they did, but it feels like when I shoot people, they die like they're supposed to. And I'm not feeling like, oh my god, I'm getting one shot for no reason, like I was in the big map. Also, Rebirth, obviously a resurgence, whatever you want to call it, is back.
mm-hmm.
And
Now, have you only been playing Resurgence, or have you played the big
I
map?
played the big map twice.
Okay, and both maps feel like you're not getting
Yes, both feel
instantly
better.
killed.
Both feel better.
I mean, I saw you bashing everybody, and I hate you for it, but I mean...
That was before the update.
Okay, thank God. Okay.
Yeah,
So
that
now
was
you bash
pretty
people
sick
that take
though,
4
wasn't it?
hits? No, it wasn't. I hated you for it. I watched it, and I was like, this guy's cancer.
Shane, that was that game we played the other day where I dropped in and beat the whole team down.
Oh, that's pretty fun.
That
I
was
mean,
good.
we were doing some crazy shit. The only thing I have to complain about is I think it feels good. The loading problem I feel like is fixed, at least on my end for me. When I drop down and I'm landing and the whole screen is buffering, I feel like that's fixed
I haven't
a little
noticed
bit.
that, but yeah, I haven't had that problem yet.
You know, the only thing, the TTK is definitely improved.
Yeah,
They nerfed some weapons, but you really can't tell that they nerfed anything. Everything feels good. All the weapons that people were like, oh, I'm afraid I got to switch back to a different one. People are still using the Fennec and RPK, so those things are still meta.
I don't think anything was nerfed. Like I don't feel like anything was nerfed, but I feel like everything else was buffed up. I feel like the gun equality is super good right now because I feel like the other day when we were playing Chain, we could pick up any gun on the ground and we could hold our own in a fight.
Yeah, we were.
Right?
I do feel a small change with some of the SMGs, like the, what's it called? I call it a Bison because I'm used to Call of Duty.
Yeah,
Modern
Bison.
I know
Warfare
what
1.
you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, but that one feels a little fickle.
Little
But I mean,
weak or
other than
what?
that, though,
Well,
I mean,
here's the question. Did they make it to where... So you know how you used to be able to kill people from across the map with an SMG? Did they make it to where it's a more medium and short-ranged weapon now?
Yes,
So
yes,
you have to get closer.
definitely.
So that, I mean, that could be a big part of it.
I could kind of see that. Yeah, that could probably be what it is for me. But I mean, the only thing I would say I have a problem with, especially in Resurgence, is a lack of armor plating. But I think they did that for a reason. You know, I mean, they want you to be like, they don't want you to be fucking tanky, and like, it's kind of made for some neat, entertaining stuff. Like I've been watching other people on stream complain about the same thing. Oh man, I ain't got enough armor
there's
or
not
plating.
enough armor.
I heard that so many times. Like nobody had plates.
But what is
But
there an
that's kind of a
abundance
good
of,
thing,
Kane?
though.
What is there an abundance of on the map, though?
Money.
There's money everywhere, dude. And
But
you,
it's too
you can buy
much fucking
plates.
money now. Like, it's too much money. But I mean, it's a good thing because you can buy all the armor you want.
Yeah.
But it's like, me, the last thing I'm thinking about is fucking armor. I mean, the last thing I'm thinking about is buying armor when I'm like, I can find it on the ground.
It's gonna be a
The crates are fixed.
Yeah.
The loadouts are 20 grand now instead of 10, which with the amount of money that they gave you, 20 grand is nothing. That's 5 minutes of looting, dude. I mean, it's nothing. You can plate while running now. That's fixed. I mean, every single thing that we complained about is fixed. Other than, I mean, I don't know. I even feel like the TTK is fixed. Maybe it's not, but it feels like it is.
Well, see, this is what they did. I noticed with the Fennec. Now, the Fennec got a crazy nerf. People don't notice it. They took the headshot multiplier off of it. It does half that damage of the headshot multiplier. And also, they said, like, when you use the Fennec on a plated person, how it would just shred through the armor? Well, apparently they nerfed the DPS for it with the armor. So it's still a variable gun. Because I really played in
I'm rocking it still.
this.
Yeah.
But dude, it still shreds. I can't tell a difference. And a lot of guns got improved. And dude, DMRs, they're fucking dirty.
Are they?
Yeah, remember we were playing a game and I fucking picked up the DMR and I took out those 3 guys across the map?
Yeah.
I was like, dude, this gun is crazy. And then I got shot and like you picked me up and I'm trying to find a gun. I couldn't find it again. So I just said, fuck it, and picked up some shitty gun and started running with it. But it was a lot of fun.
So for the most part, the metas are gone then? I mean, not necessarily gone, but they're a lot more level.
Dude,
there's a lot more variety.
It feels so level right now to me, anyway. I mean, we were dropping, 8 to 12 kill games the whole time. And
I would say there's more variety. Like you can run an SMG, AR, scout rifle, and you still feel pretty good. Like you can hold your own.
Feel like they got rid of SBMM, or were you playing in a bot lobby?
Okay, so
I still think SBMM is still there.
They don't have bot lobbies in Warzone, really.
Well, who were you playing with?
I played with Reap and Becky and Shane. I played with Breaking Mom and Shane, and Dr. Zeus played with us. Who else played with us? Froggy, the new guy. Dom Odinson. And yeah, I mean, Dom is a 2 KD player all day, easy. Reap is too. Becky is too. I mean, we played well. I mean, yeah, it was super good.
I mean, I guess I'm more into the meta's pretty much just being. I think that was one of all my biggest complaints. I mean, SBMM obviously, but the meta weapons was just.
Well, also
the other games and max them out.
The movement is not. It's not. The movement is not as big of a thing as it was in Warzone 1. It's more about hitting your shots. You hit your shots, you're gonna win fights in this game. So, in my opinion, anyway, I don't know how Chain feels about that, but
I still feel like the movement is pretty dirty. I mean, I get it. Everybody's like, "Oh, the movement." Like,
well, there's a
I can't tell the difference.
Tactical
there's no slide canceling. There's no. I mean, you can still jump and shit, but like it's so much more chilled. That's why all those sweats quit playing. All the real like super sweats, like the movement sweats, they all quit playing. They
if you want movement, fucking AGI ability, fucking take your ass to Apex,
Right.
Become a Revenant main or something,
Right.
Oh, funny enough, Revenant.
Revenant.
Now, here's a question. Do you think it's weird that someone would find Revenant attractive? I don't know, CC, if you haven't seen him, you might want to Google him. He's pretty much a skeleton robot. Do you... It's like an anorexic Bob from Overwatch.
Listen, hold on, let me see this here.
It's Jack Skeleton.
Oh boy.
But as a metal Jack Skeleton. Is that something that you look at and go, man, I wish I could have that body?
That looks like that would hurt.
That looks painful, doesn't it?
A masochist would like that.
I don't know what that
Yeah,
means.
a masochist does like it. That's the fucked up thing. A masochist does like it.
Probably spooky, honestly.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what it. So, shout out to Probably Spooky. Love you, sweetheart.
Yeah, that looks painful. I actually been I haven't played it in a couple of like a week, but I've been playing Apex again. So
I've had some friends who have been playing a lot of it.
Play it
Yeah.
quite a bit, and I like it. They introduced a new gun, which is supposedly really cool. It's like a burst AR. I haven't had a chance to pick it up, but I've seen it in action. The more hits it gets, the more accurate it gets. So like the more, which kind of makes sense being that type of game. But I heard they didn't introduce a new character for this season because they wanted to focus on like the new setup for it. Like
do
they
they
even
bring
got
a new
TDM
character
in
in
there,
every season?
just about.
Oh, really?
But
I didn't know that.
this time they put in a new game mode. They got like TDM in there, so like
I did see
it's
Spooky playing that. Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
I didn't like it personally. I just feel like Apex has too much. Like I feel like it's cool that you can do TDM in there, but it's just too much variety because all these characters have abilities and stuff. It's too much in a game in a TDM
It'd be like
setting.
playing Rainbow Six with TDM.
Yeah, it'd just be
Yeah.
kind of pointless.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I
In my
get the
opinion.
setup. I get the setup how it works, like in Rogue with characters with abilities. But like this is like your abilities cranked up to 11, and like you're fucking
Yeah.
running around here. Like it's carnage and chaos. Like I couldn't get a kill. I think I got like 2 kills the whole game, and like but the people I was teamed up with, they slayed out. I don't know how, but they did it.
In my
Well, that's why,
opinion.
like-
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry,
Oh,
I
see,
interrupt
I
you.
was just gonna say that's why. No, I was just saying that's why games like that are battle royales. If it's a game that goes from like a multiplayer game to a battle royale, that change is way different than trying to bring a battle royale down to a multiplayer. Especially if you have the special abilities and stuff like that. You know.
Yeah.
Well, it's really simple. Either you love it or you like it. I mean, you hate it or you hate it or you love it. I mean,
Wow, Chain.
me personally, I don't love it, but it was
you
was
hate
neat
it,
because
got it.
like, well, for me who sucks at BRs, I've always loved a TDM style setting.
Well, it's hard on
But
this side because I can do great at both. So you know.
Yeah, me too. And I'm an
Yeah.
elite gaming athlete. I don't know about you, Chain.
Yeah.
Y'all better recognize the skills.
To me, what Apex is Apex is looting for 10 minutes
Mhm.
to find a team and fight them just to get third partied every time. That's Apex in my opinion.
More or
So
less,
what is
yeah.
how does that compare to Fortnite?
Fortnite, dude.
I mean-
Fortnite's the best.
You gotta do this. Okay.
Fucking
Calm down.
third party me in Fortnite. Let's go. Bring it on, dude.
Why can't you do that in Apex?
You
I
get
suck
third
at
party all the
Apex.
time and you cry. Where's my team at? Oh my god, I'm so fucking done here. Come on, let's go back to the lobby. You
Uh,
need to stop doing this. Stop looting.
don't-
You need to
don't.
put that gun down because you're not good with it. Everybody knows so. I'm CC punishment. Drink it in,
Anybody
bitches.
that has ever been in my stream knows none of that's fucking true, other than me running
I'm
by myself.
locked in because I'm CC fucking punishment.
That's
He does
me.
take off by himself a lot. Yeah.
I do.
Well, I mean, PUBG. See, that's one reason I like PUBG is because it's like it's you still have to loot and get your weapons and stuff, but it's not like a bouncy run around kind of game. It's like a real life. Like you've got to run places or get a car or whatever, and still find different places. It's not, it's a lot more.
I need to play this
I
PUBG
guess
that
I
you
can
talk
play
so much about.
I can't believe you've never played it.
PUBG. Yeah, that's insane.
Doesn't interest me, dude. I mean, I was a console player for like the longest time.
It was on
And
console.
PUBG wasn't available, and then when it finally did become available, I just overlooked it.
PUBG has been available. I've played it all the time for fucking
Yeah.
5 or so years ago. I was playing PUBG.
Well,
Off topic a little bit. Have y'all played Super People?
yes.
yes,
I love that game, and that's made by PUBG.
I had Rage on Animals on Super People, so
it's
Yeah.
well, we played a lot of PUBG. Plus, we have good comms. So
yeah, I had fun
What do you
playing.
do?
I had fun playing that with you guys. Is that out again?
It's
I
still
think
out.
I think it got re-released.
I'm just waiting for them to make it controller friendly. I really try to do the keyboard shit to that game because I really liked it. But I think once they get a controller friendly with that game, I'm all into it.
Well, I use a mouse and keyboard because I'm an elite gaming athlete. So
Thank you, Kai.
yeah,
Hey, I'm an EGA athlete too. I mean, y'all show the clips of me playing fucking Fortnite on keyboard.
Just put
We'll see.
everything where he just constantly dies.
I'm just
Again.
gonna
Damn
put
it!
deaths of him right there.
Okay, I'm gonna be over here.
Ah, fucker got me. No, like,
Yes.
y'all gonna see it in like a couple seconds. CC will show a kill reel and CGI in there, or edit it.
I'm gonna
And
be honest.
there's
I don't
memes
think
like
I have a
flying
kill
out.
reel of you at all. I don't think I own one.
Pull up my TikTok. She'll see.
My TikToks.
It's like a single kill reel in with another single
I got a
kill.
quick question for you guys.
It's one kill. So what? So what?
I got one.
I
I got
saw
one.
I saw a TikTok today about
I got one.
this dude picked up a bag of Funyuns in the store and said, "Who eats these?" And it made me
Let guess
think,
you do.
dude, Funyuns are a top 3 chip.
Okay, calm down. Calm down.
Funyuns are a
No,
top 3
No,
chip, bro.
I would put them in like my bottom 3. I'm not a Funyun guy.
Right.
at all.
Let's hear your top 3 then.
Okay, so I couldn't think of a third one, but here are my top 2, and these hold ground. Kettle cooked, and if I'm gonna go be like Pacific, LOL, it's gonna be the sea salt kettle cooked chips. I prefer the crinkled cut, but I'll just take sea salt.
You're a
kettle cooked.
fucking animal.
Bro. There's so
No one likes sea salt kettle
good.
cooked chips.
If you, this is gonna.
no
try
one
this out.
likes
Try
them.
this out. No. Try this out. First of all, my girl does, but try this out, and it's gonna sound weird, especially if you can get the Kringle cut potato. This is how you do it: Kringle cut sea salt chips, peanut butter, bro. I'm telling you, delicious.
Anything
Peanut
tastes good
butter.
with peanut butter, dude. Anything.
It's so I know that's the problem. Well, I just ate this morning. I had my raisin bread with peanut butter, toasted it, all that good stuff. Oh God,
That
that's my
sounds
problem.
pretty good though. That
Oh,
sounds
bro, it's
good.
so fucking good. Second, obviously, is Flaming
number
Hot
one.
Cheetos. Yeah, that's number. That's dude. Those are. If I ever see those chips, I grab them.
That's
That's it.
number 1 on the list.
Oh, bro, every time, I will down a bag of those. And Flaming Hot Cheetos is numero dos.
Okay.
Okay, not bad.
It-
Flaming Hot
not-
Cheetos. baller.
okay.
Dude,
So-
no, I love Flaming Hot Cheetos. I'm not knocking
Yeah,
it. I love
delicious.
Flaming Hot
Okay,
Cheetos.
all right, thank you. And then I would say my third, if they've started tasting a little off, but the purple bag of Doritos, bro. Number 1, the sweet spicy chili.
Oh,
Sweet and spicy
chili.
chili. Sweet chili.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh yeah.
Sweet
I
chili.
actually did a
Spicy
grocery
chili,
order
sweet
today, and they were out of the sweet spicy chili and the salsa verde, so I had to get
Bro,
nacho
always.
cheese.
Oh God. Ugh.
Nacho
I've just
cheese
become-
is a
I've
staple
become
in chips. Nacho cheese
So
Doritos.
extreme on once I became so spoiled on the sweet spicy chili Doritos that I can't go back to the basic. Like I can't be a basic bitch anymore on chips.
I mean, I kind of have to since that's all they had.
I can't.
But
I'm
like, you know,
guess I'm not getting Doritos.
At least
today.
nobody said fucking Cool Ranch Doritos in here.
Oh,
you
no.
know what? I don't really
Jesus.
fuck with the Cool Ranch Doritos, but my mom loves them and stuff. And like, you know, like I have my family; they'll come over to my house. Nobody eats the nacho cheese flavored Doritos. Nobody really eats Doritos
I'll
here
eat 'em.
but me. Nobody in my household eats them. Even growing up as a little kid, like I was the only person in my entire household that ate Doritos. But if it was ever the blue bag, the Cool Ranch, they ate them up. But nobody ever touched the nacho cheese or whatever. So it was just my bag of chips to eat.
That nacho cheese flavor just fucking.
Yeah, like nobody ever
It's
eats
hard,
it but
you know?
me. So it's always been
Yeah.
a staple of mine to eat. So I mean, I'm just gonna say Doritos in general because I fuck with Doritos, just about all the flavors. So that would be like my first choice.
Mhm.
Number 2, Lay's tomato basil kettle cooked chips. Those chips are fucking delicious. I can't find them anymore, but any tomato basil kettle cooked chips are fucking.
Kettle cooked. I'm telling you.
Got the
Ten to
tomato
nine.
basil wheat thins the other day, and they're actually really
Those
fucking
are
good.
good. Yeah,
Dude,
those are good,
tomato, dude, tomato basil chips or basil, whatever you want to call them,
Yeah.
they're fucking, they're on top tier, dude. Like, if you're not fucking with those, I don't know what you're doing with
I
your
would
life.
definitely, Chamber. I would definitely say, try the wheat thin ones.
Yeah, the wheat thin,
They
they're really good.
Wheat thin, I've had, those are good.
They are good.
Those are good. I even
They are
tried
really
those sun chip tomato basil ones.
Mhm.
No,
those are good too.
The
Those are
sun chip
good,
ones
too.
are their garden salsa.
Yeah, garden. That
what
is,
they're
yeah,
called.
yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
that's what they are, but those are
Yeah.
still good too.
Oh,
Yeah,
those
yeah.
I get those every time I go over to my friend's Cody's and he gets
Listen,
those.
guys, I'm
They
gonna
stopped selling those at Subway.
blow
The
your
ones that go to
fucking
this-
minds.
Oh God, you're gonna put Funyuns up there, and I'm just gonna want to just walk away.
Listen, Funyuns comes in at number 3. Okay,
God, Jesus.
because Funyuns are a top grade chip. They're top quality chip.
Are they even a chip?
Yeah, they're a chip.
Funyuns are like onion rings, aren't they?
They come in a
they're
chip bag.
glorified onion ring.
Yeah.
They're coming in a chip bag, and they're not onions. Okay, they're
What do you
fucking
mean? Because
chips.
they come in a chip bag.
Okay, I'm not even gonna have
Gummy
this
bears can
conversation.
come in a chip bag. Doesn't mean they're fucking chips.
They might be gummy bear chips. You don't know.
You're an idiot. Okay, next to the non-existent chip, continue.
This number 2 will be the sweet chili Doritos because those are amazing.
Yeah, the purple.
The purple bag Doritos, yes.
That's the only way everybody knows them, by the way.
I think we
Yeah.
established that, though.
Yeah.
But number 1 is jalapeno Cheetos. Fuck the
Jalapeno cheddar.
flaming hot. No,
Flaming hot
jalapeno
goes.
cheddar Cheetos. Yeah.
Those would be top tier for me if they didn't get so boring quickly.
That's true.
I could get a big bag of that and love it to the end, and then after I'm done, it's like I don't want that. I'm going back to flaming hot.
If you would have said Mrs. V's jalapeno chips, I'd have been like, I get it. I totally
struggled
get it.
not putting Lay's dill pickle chips in the list.
Oh God. Mm-mm.
I struggled not putting dill pickle chips in the list.
God, those are so gross. I hate
That's
dill
4.
pickle regardless, but
Old Dutch dill pickle chips. Sorry, not Lay's. Old Dutch.
Now there's
I
this.
don't like
It's a
dill pickle
Creo.
chips,
Now these chips are pretty good. They're kettle, but they're like a Creo type of chips. I forget what they're called. Zappos or something. They're like a Creo
Zappies?
spicy. Yeah, Zappies. Yeah, they're like a spicy chip. Those are pretty fucking good. Can't go
I can
wrong
see
with
that.
those.
I mean, you could go wrong with them, but I mean, just
Go
like
wrong.
just like a just like putting Ben Affleck as Batman. You can go wrong in places. You know what I mean?
Guy, you better shut the fuck up right now. Don't you ever disrespect Batman like that.
You know what?
Ben
That's
Affleck
Didn't
is
disrespect
Batman.
Batman. I disrespected Ben Affleck.
Ben
that's
Affleck
coming.
is-
That's coming. Hold on, before we get into that, because that's going to be. I have a feeling that might take up the rest of the fucking show from what that just did, because me and Kai are right and Chamber's so wrong. But
Yeah,
let's
90% of the fucking world
Ben
agrees.
Affleck, I'm stating for the fun known fact, Ben Affleck is the greatest Batman ever.
Oh my
Oh
god!
my
All right.
God, I'm gonna walk away.
Let's get to that in a
Yeah,
minute. But
well,
let's
what is there hit you when a dog should have bit you?
let's all talk. Let everybody wants to know, or not everybody. We've got a few hundred people that want to know more about us as streamers, gamers. What makes us qualified to talk about video games? I mean, we're not qualified to talk about video games. We're just giving what our opinions on the games.
I'm
mean,
not,
speak for
by no
yourself,
means am
I
I a
am.
game producer. No, I'm just a guy who's been playing games, since I was in middle school. Sega Genesis era.
I mean,
I'm just an old man now,
So I started with the Atari because I'm older.
older. Yeah.
But
Shane started with the PS2.
I'm not older than you, but I didn't start with no fucking Atari, bro. I mean, my sister had a Nintendo, then I got a Sega Genesis, and then
See?
PlayStation, and then
started with the
everything
Atari.
else.
I started with the Atari. I had the ET game. That sold like no copies. I don't know how I had it.
That was the most hyped game ever,
It was
and
terrible.
it fucking did
was
terrible.
The
terrible.
dude.
movie took off. The game did not.
I played it one time and never played it. I played every game. My mom had brought home this just big box of Atari games, and it was like part of the case. The Atari sat in the middle of it and had a bunch of games.
Mhm.
I couldn't even tell you what games I used to play, but I used to play that quite a bit on our black and white TV in my mom's bedroom. Then I went to Nintendo, then Super Nintendo, then all the way up here. But I'm a little bit older than you guys, so
just a little bit. Yeah. You said Atari, that proved it.
yeah.
My dad, I remember my
Old as
dad went to
fuck.
JCPenney and we went with him and he ended up getting a Sega Genesis. My older brother had like a PS1 or whatever, but JCPenney had, or no, Sears, maybe
Mhm.
Sears, whatever.
Probably
they had
Sears,
a sale. Yeah, they had a sale on Sega Genesis and my dad was like, I'm going to get one. And
What was
played
your
the
favorite
Comic
Sega
Zone.
game?
I'd say Comic Zone, which isn't exactly well
I've never
known.
even heard
Really,
of it.
Comic Zone is kind of Comic Zone.
I loved Comic Zone. It was like
It's
you
not
were
a bad
literally
game.
you were a comic book character. You saw the freeze frame before you jumped in, all that good stuff. It was
My favorite was
difficult.
the
Sonic
Jurassic Park game.
oh okay, that's a good game.
Was
I
a great
played
game.
that till I beat it, but my favorite game on Sega, Street Fighter 2.
Okay,
Street Fighter was good.
that was fun for me. If I
Primal
was playing
Rage,
against my
anybody?
siblings. I don't know.
I
That one.
didn't really fuck with that game.
No, okay.
Now you know what game was a sleeper, but it was
Tekken
really
Man.
good.
What?
Shaq Fu.
Never even heard of it.
I haven't heard of it either.
Shaq had a fighting game on fucking Sega, and it was actually really cool.
Reminds me
It
of
was.
Def Jam Comedy Jam.
You mean Def Jam Vendetta?
The
wrestling game?
Xbox. Yeah, the fighting game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a fucking good ass game,
Bro,
dude.
you could actually. Did you know you could put your own music in it?
No,
You
I
could,
didn't
if you
know
had
that.
music on your Xbox, you could literally play your music
Oh,
while fighting.
I knew
in the
you
game.
could play. I know you could put music on the Xbox and play. I didn't know it was for that game specifically, though.
No, it wasn't specifically for that game, but you
Right.
could upload the music that you put on your Xbox and
Right.
play it in that game. Bro.
Dude, that would have
The
been fucking
Xbox
cool.
was way
X
ahead of
gonna
its time
give
with
it
that.
to you.
'Cause we used to do
Gonna
that
give it
with
to
the
you.
wrestling games, like WWE games.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I remember like a super underrated game when the PS1 first came out. I got a Formula One game with it. Not even a racing fan, but that was so realistic for the time. Like you'd bang up your car, you'd wreck it, you'd knock your tire off and stuff. It was so realistic. It was so much fun.
I'm not a Formula One, but what was it? Gran Turismo came
Gran
out.
Turismo was
PlayStation?
good. Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I got it in that game super hard.
Mm-hmm.
For me, when it came to racing games, I love like the Need for Speed Underground series.
Need for Speed was
Okay, that was good too.
like
legendary.
Need for Speed Underground 2. If I would love for them to do a remake of it, like just a remaster remake of that game, I would play the shit out of
Was it Cruising the USA on Nintendo 64? Am I thinking that
Never even
right?
heard of it.
Yeah, yep,
Sure.
cruising it.
That was
Yeah.
a good one too.
I mean, once I got introduced into Halo and Call of Duty, it was over.
Oh yeah, but see, I didn't get released or get into Halo and stuff until like the Xbox came out, and I never owned an Xbox. I was a PlayStation 2 guy,
See, I had a
but I
PlayStation
would
2,
go
and once that
play
shit to bed.
Halo with my friends.
Oh, see, I had a
at their
PlayStation
houses.
2, and then once that shit to bed, I bought an Xbox. Found out about
Never
Halo,
looked
dude.
back. Yeah,
Never
the
went back.
Xbox was the superior console for sure.
Oh, dude, it was, but it had a small catalog, but a catalog of good games. Like, I got an Xbox for Christmas, and I was like, I fucking had Halo, what was
Army
that
of
game
Two, Gears of War.
yeah, I had all that shit, dude. Fucking Max Payne.
Max
I
Payne was
fucking
legit.
loved Max Payne, dude. Max Payne
Had
was
that
the
on
fucking
PlayStation.
shit.
Metal
Good
Gear
movie,
Solid.
too. Mm-hmm.
Um,
Metal Gear, yeah, dude.
Anyway, we all stream on Twitch. We put the Twitches on there last time. I've been streaming for 5 years. It took me 2 years to get Twitch affiliate. A little longer than most people. But
I don't know how long it took me to get affiliate. I just know I've been streaming. According to my Twitch, I've been subscribed to myself for 14 months.
so you've been affiliate for 14 months.
Yeah.
Yep. So I've been affiliate for 3 years. Just at 3 years this month. Shane, how long have you been streaming?
I made a Twitch account and tried to stream, but I didn't. It doesn't count.
Mhm.
I didn't take streaming serious till like maybe a year or two ago. It's right when Rogue Company really took off. Just before it got like released.
So you're
And I've been
gonna
streaming-
when is that gonna happen? When are you gonna start streaming? Because Rogue Company never took off yet. You
Ha ha ha. No, I
planning
mean,
on doing that soon, or
yeah, I'm planning on doing it next week. No, I've been streaming for about maybe going on 2-3 years now. But I got affiliate within a year. It took me like to really focus on it. But yeah, it was a really slow process. I honestly didn't think I would ever get affiliate. And then when I finally got Twitch affiliate, everything just kind of fell into place. And I have my small community, but it's the best community I could ever ask for. People who actually come in and like to check me out, take time out of their day to check
for
me
sure.
out. So that means a lot.
What games do you guys play on stream? I play like Call of Duty and Fortnite, they're just shooters mainly. But I've been played like Among Us. We all do that. We've all done that.
I've gotten back into Rocket League. Is a big one, which is weird because usually that game really makes me mad. But that's that one, and then as we said last time, Ready or Not.
Yeah, I've been thinking about pulling the trigger on that one. I really have. I know I talked to you about that this morning. You're like, I'm just gonna gift it to you. I was like, no, I don't like when people gift me games. Like
Then just
that
buy
I
it, so
don't know
have
that
to
I'm
give
gonna
it to you.
play. Yeah, I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to
I'll
because
take a gift, Kai.
See?
No, I mean, for me, as far as my style of streaming, I've always been kind of like a shooter player, but I mean, I'm pretty diverse. Like, I played everything from RPGs and everything. So I would say I'm a variety streamer, but I find myself playing Call of Duty and Fortnite mainly these days, but it's gonna change up. You know, I like to throw some curveballs in there, and I do an Batman Arkham series stream where I do the lore and everything in detail about that, since I do know everything there is to know about Batman.
Just not the best Batman. But here,
Before we
so
jump into
yourself.
fucking Batman, Kai, you need to try. I think you should try COD Warzone. I think you should try it again.
You may have convinced it. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, I've kind of gotten into it, but I'll definitely look into it a little bit more. One thing I wanna ask about. We went back into how we started, or where we kind of started in console wise.
Yeah.
I have some friends who like literally, even one of them is like in his 20s and just picked up a gaming console. Like he actually got a PC. And you know, some of the things people are asking are like, what games do you start? Like, how do you get into this if you're trying to become a gamer? And so some of the games I kind of want to ask you guys, like, what did you start off with, or what do you think would be the easiest way for somebody to get into gaming if they really want to try and figure this out?
The way, in my opinion, I could be wrong. What I would do is I would go to Twitch, right? Well, first I'd go to Google. I'd be like the top 10 games out right now. And I would look at those games. I would go to Twitch and see people playing those games. I would ask questions in chat. I would only go to like under 20 viewers, and I would maybe even under 10, and I would ask questions about the games, because that's where you're gonna get you know, to see the actual game in progress. You go to YouTube and look up gameplay, but actually watching somebody play it and hearing them talk about it and answering questions about it, I think that's how you find what you want to play. You know, because the aesthetics and everything, the way it looks, like, does this look like a fun game to me, you know? And then on top of that, you know, just have them tell you how to play it. Anybody should do it. I mean, right?
Don't yell at me about going to YouTube to look at games, man.
Right.
That's what you told me last time.
I feel like it's a good idea what you said, recommending like look at streamers if you want to get into a game, but I'm not that type of person. I've always been like, if a game interests me, I'm going to just buy it and figure it out for myself. And like, if you're usually everybody knows what they're kind of into anyway. Like from when you're born, you know what kind of stuff you're into, because there's a game for everybody. There's RPGs. If you're a person who likes puzzles and stuff like that, you got a game kind of made for everybody. So you just got to find what game appeals to you more and then stick with it. And that's what it is. And then people usually build upon that. Yeah, they branch off and they derive out of that. So, I mean, you know, I grew up playing a lot of fighters. You know, I played Street Fighter, Tekken, Mortal Kombat. I grew up just playing that shit with my brother and cousins. And then I kind of moved into playing, you know, adventure games like Sonic and 3D platformers and stuff like Bandicoot. And then started playing racers, and then RPGs, you know, and it just kind of goes on and on and on.
You leveled up.
The really good thing for your friend is there's a lot of free games out there now, and a lot of access to free games.
Yes.
And Steam, which we didn't have, or I definitely didn't have when I was a kid, to be able to, oh, this game's on sale for $10. It's normally $40, you know? So
yeah, let me give it a try.
Yeah.
The only thing I suggest especially for people who are just getting into it, or you want to introduce your kids, is games for me would be like Minecraft or Among Us or We Were Here. It's simple games that still make you provide some sort of movement and action, but aren't overly complicated. And then allow them to get kind of used to movement and systems and stuff like that, and how they would interact with things.
Yeah.
And then they would push into, especially Minecraft. Minecraft is so simple, but it has so many like objectives that you have to kind of accomplish and get over.
Minecraft has some serious layers to it that makes you just want to get lost in it, you know?
Exactly. And once you kind of get lost in that, you can build and go off of that. You know, you kind of learn your controls and movement and all that, and then other games become easier.
Yeah.
So I would definitely say start off somewhere around those levels, and then
I agree.
Real hard into because you don't want to start off in a fucking Call of Duty lobby trying to play for the first time ever. You know, like you might be into guns and shooting range.
If you hop into that shit and you're like brand new, I'm talking green as a motherfucker, like fucking. Oh, I just bought me my first Xbox, and the first game I buy is Call of Duty. Like, you're fucking insane. You're built different if you can actually play that and call yourself enjoying that.
Yeah.
But like, if it was me recommending somebody something, I'd probably get them an Xbox or a PlayStation and have them play something simple like maybe God of War or Uncharted, something that gives them that feel of action, but slows it down and breaks it down in paces for them where they can enjoy it.
And a good thing about like God of War is you can pick different levels, so they could literally start off on the easiest level where it's super easy, pretty much walk through the game, and then eventually build up on that, and then be able to push.
So
their
you
way
start
out.
at like the lowest level. So like you mean like you would start off at like Ben Affleck level Batman,
right? Yes, for Call of Duty.
You know what?
or
and
God
then
of War,
really
and
like
after you
to
get a little
push
bit
the-
better, you go to Robert Pattinson, and then you'd go to like you'd go up from there, like because obviously Ben Affleck's the worst Batman ever.
right? Correct.
No,
yeah,
no.
and then
And
you
Robert
go,
Pattinson.
right?
Then Michael
George
Keaton's
Clooney.
not the worst. George
about to
Clooney,
fucking
then
leave
Michael
this
Clinton,
thing.
then Val Kilmer, then Christian
Let's
Bale.
leave
Christian
this
Bale.
fucking
Yeah, Christian
section
Bale's
right now.
top
This
of
is
the list, for sure.
disrespectful right
All
now.
right, guys. We this might get a little heated. Let's try not to talk over each other. Our best. Let's try to respect each other. Shane,
Respect these nuts.
tell us why the overly steroided douche of a Batman Ben Affleck was. Ben Affleck's a great actor. Just he's not Batman.
Ben Affleck
So tell
gave
us
us
why
the
he
best.
is.
I can give you 100,000 reasons why, but I'm
Well,
just
give
gonna.
us a few. Yeah.
Okay, if you watch Batman v Superman, when he rescues Superman's mom, aka Martha, that should explain it all to you right there.
Bro, that was the dumbest scene that anybody has ever put in a movie ever, and multiple people
No.
walked out over that stupid shit.
Nah.
What
did you say?
Okay. First of all,
No, no,
Batman is a pretty low
That's
tier when it
fucking
comes to
dumb. Hold up.
superheroes.
I
But
thought we were gonna. I thought I was gonna explain.
okay,
Y'all
go ahead.
Well, you
interrupted me.
said
Hello.
you said Batman versus Superman.
If you say
Not
dumb
gonna
shit to
count.
us, we're not gonna
Yeah.
just be like, okay, yeah, keep explaining. Like,
That
let's
makes
make
sense.
some
Okay.
sense here.
Okay, look. Ben Affleck Batman was the closest to the comic books as we have ever gotten. His weapons are straight out of the comics. His tech
His
is straight up.
shotgun.
What? He doesn't have a shotgun.
He did at some point in the movie, didn't he?
He has a huge robotic suit. What he's like a broke down Iron Man. That's the comics? That's not the comics. What?
Yeah. He
He
wore
has
that suit.
The comics has a full Iron Man Batman suit with a
He
voice
wore-
changer.
He wore that suit to fight Superman in the Dark Knight Returns. And he
Okay, well,
actually beats
that still
Superman.
doesn't explain why he's better than Christian Bale, because Christian Bale
Made
And Val Kilmer.
made Batman.
Christian
Yeah.
Bale's
and
tech
Michael
was
Keaton
so
are
shitty.
Batman.
Christian Bale couldn't hold a candle to Ben Affleck's Batman. All right, not a candle. Ben
Yeah, you
Affleck's
hold a
Batman-
flamethrower to his fucking
Ben
Batman. What are you
Affleck's
talking about?
Batman had better weapons.
Who had the best Batmobile?
You know what? I'm gonna give it to Bale. Bale had the best Batmobile.
See, I don't like Christian Bale's Batman. I like Michael Keaton's. I like George Clooney's. I like
That's
Who had the
older
worst
ones. I liked
Batmobile?
Val Kilmer.
Val
when he
Kilmer,
gets
too,
poison
yeah.
ivy and shit, yeah.
Did you know his Batmobile was made by Corvette, Val Kilmer's?
really.
Yeah, Corvette
Mhm.
made his. I think Ford made Michael Keaton's. Lamborghini did Christian Bale's.
I'm gonna guess
and-
it was like some little company like Daewoo that made Affleck's, right?
No, it was Lamborghini that did his.
Okay.
Asshole. But anyway,
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't a fan. Like Affleck was just like in his batsuit, he looked just massive, dude. I just wasn't a fan of
we're
it.
going for the Dark Knight Returns one where he was more established. This was an established Batman. He's been around for 20 years. He's seasoned. He's like this is they were going for an established Batman.
Kind of like
which
in
is
Dark Knight Rises.
kind of why I liked and didn't like Ben Affleck's Batman at first, because I didn't really care much for his suit, but I did like the idea of how they went about him. Like he was really very much like Bruce Wayne, the paranoid, the he just did everything like Batman would really do. And what made Ben Affleck such a good Batman is he had the support from Kevin Smith, who is a comic book guru and actually writes some of the Batman comics. And when you have somebody like that endorsing you and showing you, hey, this is what Batman is, what he does, how he feels, what he knows, you're gonna fucking listen to that. And all
Stop
the
trying to use
gadgets,
my
for the-
fucking love for Kevin Smith to suck me in on your
all
side.
the
It's not going to
gadgets,
happen.
all the gadgets that fucking Batman used, like his grapple gun, to the batarangs, to the smoke nades, even his armor placement and settings for the weapons, everything is straight up
Are we talking
comic book
Christian Bale now?
Batman.
It sounded exactly like
Yeah, I thought you were talking about Christian Bale.
Christian Bale's
Yeah.
Batman was a good Batman
He
for a
showed-
grounded.
He
For
showed
a-
everything of where Batman came from.
No,
How
he
he learned
didn't.
his martial arts.
We've seen
What-
the Batman's origin story enough times. I mean, his parents fall down.
Well, we know where he
and
comes from, but Christian Bale's
Ra's al
version was
Ghul
just
and-
so
You
like.
see, the fucked up thing that this is what people confuse with the movies and the comics and everything when they watch the Nolan versus Batman. Batman's moral code of the don't kill method. That was implemented into Nolan, and that is not Batman will kill you if you get out of line. Batman has no problems killing you.
I mean,
He's
no
killed in the
Punisher, but-
comics. Yeah, he's no Punisher. Batman will fuck you up, but he won't kill you unless you give him a reason.
I'm more of
Now-
a Punisher guy myself.
Now, the Bale Batman wanted to install that moral code, and it's cool and all, but, you know, Christian Bale's Batman was a very good Batman. It was very grounded, realistic,
Yeah, it
everything
was.
from the
We
weapons,
agree.
everything. I love that, but, you know, that's a different
He-
version of Batman.
He
A good
even
Batman.
has, like, a lot of people don't even realize this. So when he's at the ball or whatever, when he meets Catgirl or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, what's your disguise?" and he goes, "Oh, Bruce Wayne." He's actually saying that because he believes Batman to be his true persona,
Yeah.
and Bruce Wayne is his disguise.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, he
Everybody-
gets into that. He
Here's
actually
something we
gets
can
into that
agree on.
mindset.
I bet
He says-
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name? Bane. Who played Bane? What's his name? I can't.
Tom Hardy.
Yeah,
Tom Hardy.
Hardy.
Wow, that was fucking amazing, right?
Oh, he
You
did
know what?
great in
Tom
that.
Hardy did really good as Bane. The only thing I have a problem is Tom Hardy's a very short guy. But in the movie, they made him look like
Yeah,
he was
they-
6'4".
yeah,
Oh, they did. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really
But
good.
I
You
give
think
him
you've
credit.
adopted the dog.
Like, he was really good as Bane. And
He killed it as Bane. My
Yeah.
Bane-
favorite.
yeah.
I have to say, if we're gonna go supervillains in Batman here, Heath Ledger, legit my favorite
for
Joker.
sure.
The way he perceived Joker as being like, obviously I'm more like the psychotic killer kind of side, but
Yeah.
so intelligent in the way he moved, and
The way he did everything, yeah.
the way
really
he
good.
planned and executed everything was just so amazing. It wasn't like a over the top psycho. It was a well-rounded, like.
I
villain.
don't think you'll get anybody to disagree with that statement. And if you do, they're just trying to disagree.
What I think the best part about what made his Joker so well is when Michael Caine explains to Bruce, like you know, when he's telling a story about a man who they were looking for this guy who stole like precious jewels and or something. He was
Yeah.
telling him about a story about a guy who did that, and he was like, well, why didn't he sell them or why was he throwing them away? And then, you know, Alfred explains to him, oh, because he thought it was good sport because he didn't care. He said, a man like that who can't be bullied or anything, he's not looking for anything logical or practical. He just wants to watch the world burn.
Mm-hmm.
And when you come across somebody like that who just does it just because they can, that's a force you don't want to mess with. And that's what made Joker such an intense character. And that's why I think Heath Ledger's Joker really embodied that. Like Heath Ledger's Joker was really well done.
Extremely well done. Yeah, he even.
Yeah. Now, the problem I hate is when people talk about his Joker saying it was a darker version of the Joker. It really wasn't. It was a very realistic, grounded version of the Joker.
Yes.
And I really love the idea of maybe that Joker having some form of military training. I even like the idea of him being like a PTSD type of military type of person. He had so many ways they could have done the character because he comes out of the blue. He comes out of nowhere. And that's what makes it so scary because that's the true origin of the Joker. Nobody knows where he came from or what he was.
I did
That's the
not
beauty about
like
it.
the Joker movie with
The
Joaquin
Joaquin
Phoenix. Yeah, I did not like the movie.
I didn't even watch it. I
I
already
was
can
like,
tell you.
I was like, I don't. It's not
It
feeling
was it was the
Mhm.
biggest piece of shit I ever saw. And people praise that as a great masterpiece of a movie.
The
I
acting
think
was
it-
good, but I mean,
I think it is a good movie if it was a movie about maybe a idea of a Joker, but the fact of it is that it was a crazy man who went even crazier.
Yeah,
it was a
and
crazy
that's-
man that I feel like anybody could kick his ass.
Well,
Well, that too,
Yeah.
but it
But I
was
mean-
more extremely psychotic, not like a
Yeah,
well thought out. Like he's gone
Right.
off the psycho
Yeah.
killer.
But the
Watch
thing
it,
is,
guy.
you know what
It
the
ain't
worst
worth your
part?
time.
The worst
I'm
part
not
about
gonna
the
watch
movie is it's getting a sequel.
Oh, really?
God.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
and it's
I
gonna
won't
be like
watch
a
it.
musical. It's gonna be a fucking musical. I think it's like the idea of him like spending time in the nut house and he meets Harley Quinn and it's gonna be like this musical number. It's stupid. I think so.
You know what movie is coming out that kind of does excite me, but I'm still not 100% sure yet? Is The Flash. And I say that because I've watched all the TV show from the CW,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know how the movie is going to relate. 'Cause I've seen times where Barry Allen went back in time and changed some of the timeline, but I don't know how this movie is going to compare.
Well, this is supposed to be based off of the Flashpoint comic, which resets the entire continuity of the DC universe into the New 52. And basically, if you ever watched Flashpoint Paradox, he goes into this, he resets the timeline, and everybody's personalities are changed. Certain people who aren't there anymore or alive, and it's really neat. Like instead of Bruce Wayne being Batman, his dad is Batman, and his mom is the Joker in this alternate reality. Or the Green Lantern is a woman instead of Hal Jordan. Like everything's just people who weren't meant to be something are something else. Like Lois Lane is a freedom fighter instead of a reporter.
Yeah, very
Off,
multiverse kind of thing.
yeah, and it was really cool though because they changed personas and personalities. But then when he reset the timeline and fixes Flashpoint, everybody kind of goes back to their normal self. But in the comic books, when they do 52, everybody's personality switch in the comic books, where Batman is more like Superman, Superman is more like Batman, Lois Lane is more like Wonder Woman, Wonder Woman's more like Lois Lane, Green Lantern's like Flash, Flash is like Green Lantern. I can go on and on whose personalities switch. But the point of it is that it was a new take on how the characters acted, and it was a really good run. But my favorite rendition of the reboot of the comics was the 52 Rebirth, which was really good.
So how do you think this movie is going to fit into the...
I can't believe they're making a
comic.
movie with Ezra
Well,
Miller. I can't believe they didn't just scrap it and use somebody
know.
else. Use the dude from the TV show.
Well, this is what
the TV show was so good. That guy is
Oh
great.
yeah, and actually Ezra Miller. If you watch there was a big crossover last year.
Mm-hmm.
Grant Gunston, who plays that Flash, and Ezra Miller's Flash cross each other, and it's a fun little neat Easter egg.
Yeah, but Ezra Miller's like fucked in the head, man. Isn't he like I don't want to say the P word, but
He's a weirdo, dude. He's
Yeah.
a fucking weirdo.
yeah.
But what they're doing is okay. This is going to fix the DCU because all it is just a glorified reset. Okay, like Flashpoint is going to be DC's reason to reset everything, so they don't have to explain none of the movies that have happened.
Right.
Just like they don't have to explain anything in the comics. It's just a complete reset, reboot.
They're going to try to compete with Marvel.
Well, yeah, this is what it is.
By
Now.
the
They're
hire
going
James Gunn.
Bring back Christian Bale, yeah.
Yeah. But you see, I always said they were going to be trying to play catch up anyway
Right.
with Marvel from the
Iron Man
start
hit,
years
dude,
ago.
done.
Yeah, well, they had a 10-year plan and it worked out great. They set up all these characters and they knew what they were doing. And but with Marvel, it was just like, okay, we want to make a Batman movie, we want to make a Superman movie, and then it's like, okay, this movie worked. Now, is there a way to like combine it? And Zack Snyder was a good person to do that, but when you have so many politics in what's going on, and then the poor man had a death in the family where his daughter committed suicide, he just couldn't, finish the film for his personal reasons.
Right.
And then somebody took over and finished up the film, and then what we got was that version of Justice League.
Yeah.
And either you loved it or you hated it. It was a mix. It was just a bunch of mixed signals. I didn't like it myself
It was
personally.
all right. It was nothing.
No, I like the Snyder
Cut
cut.
was a lot better, yeah.
Who made Batman versus Superman?
Zack Snyder did.
Okay,
now
so
Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder was really good at directing it, but the problem is that he put too much. Like he was trying to make it out to be where you had to catch the details, because if you watch Lex Luthor, he already when he meets Clark Kent and Bruce Wayne in that room, he already just dropped a bomb saying, "Hey, I know that you're Batman,
Right.
without
Yeah.
saying he's Batman.
Right.
Just like he said, "Hey, I know you're Superman," without even saying, "Hey, I know you're Superman."
Well, I guess maybe the writer should have been
Because
punched.
Lex
Either
Luthor
way.
is the smartest person in the room. He's the smartest person in DCU.
Right.
Like if you watch Batman v Superman, you'll hear Lex Luthor go, "Hey, Mr. Wayne, when are you gonna let me, talk to get in Wayne Tech or something? Because my R&D is up to no good." Meaning, hey, I know all about what you do in your research and development
Right.
company, as you know. But anyway, long story short, they just try to make it be like Lex Luthor knew everything and coerced and manipulated everything without actually saying anything till the bitter end, and it just wasn't coherent enough. And a lot of things weren't adding up. And then they killed certain characters that could have been saved for other things. Like they killed Jimmy Olsen, they killed KGB. It was just so many characters in there that were underutilized and just weren't. It just didn't add up, and that's why it was just ill received. And
Yeah.
things just weren't adding up because he
think
put
it
too
wasn't
much
written very
into it.
good.
Well, I think
personally.
it was written very well. It was just it was such a long movie. He tried to put so much into it that it just wasn't coherent enough.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
no Avengers Endgame. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think he wanted to do this huge thing, and it was, but Zack
Yeah,
Snyder's
yeah.
done well in the past with other movies like Watchmen, 300, Sucker Punch. His movies fucking slay. He's a
Yeah, but
great
those are all
director.
single movies. You know, he just couldn't combine movies. Is what he was doing. He wasn't able to pull movies together.
I don't
Well,
know, but I mean, I think he had the right idea. It was just too much going on in that one movie to be coherent enough.
You also never know, like how with how much money they put into these comic book movies, like how much freedom they give the director anyway. But I don't know. I just didn't. I thought that they were just not written well. Personally, I just didn't like it. I mean, every Avengers movie was awesome, except for maybe Iron Man 3. So
Iron Man 3 sucked.
Yeah.
It was all right. Yeah, I mean the exploding people with
Yeah.
the DNA changes was a little meh, but I mean it was still a good villain. I mean that's where we got the Mandarin.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like that one
The
could
sad
have been
thing
better.
is, though, that wasn't the
But listen,
Mandarin, though. But
yeah, I mean it wasn't, but
we got the Mandarin
we're
without
sitting
actually
here-
getting the Mandarin.
It's still a good movie. It's just the worst movie out of all of them. So that's where we're sitting here. I'm sitting here complaining about that. It was still a good movie, but just all the rest were so amazing.
so high. Yeah, that it was.
Yeah.
the lesser of
Yeah.
the lesser of them.
Yeah. I'm sorry if I wasn't explaining it as good as I would love to, but like, I think that's what just ruined Batman v Superman was. It just wasn't coherent enough because
No.
Lex Luthor is supposed to be this man of all knowing knowledge because he goes to the Kryptonian ship and knows everything. And then they're
What
trying
ruined
to
it was the fact that Batman stopped killing Superman because he said Martha. That ruined it. I was like, Jesus, here we go. And then they became best friends. Did you say Martha? A name I know?
Well, that is
I'm
kind
gonna
of like
start throwing up
what's
people
his,
before the person who tries to kill me kills me. Erica,
I mean,
Jessica.
that was a dumb reason. Like, why'd you say that name? I promise you, Martha doesn't die tonight. But dude, after that, he goes rescue Superman's mom. You can't deny that whole fucking scene. Best part of the movie. You can't tell me nothing.
That could probably
That's
be the
whole
best part of the
fucking
movie because the rest of the movie shouldn't have existed anyway. So I mean,
I agree.
They could be
I'm not going to justify saying the movie was great, but there are parts of that movie I enjoyed.
They
bro,
should
I
have
was
just
so
called
excited to
Christian
see that
Bale.
movie. They should have. I was legit so excited to see that movie, and when I went, I had on a Superman shirt that had the little cape that velcroed onto your shoulders.
Of course
yeah.
I
you
walked
did.
in that movie theater, dude. I was so excited, and then once that movie started and it got to that point, I just like ripped the cape off, shoved it in my pocket, and I was like, I don't even want to wear this shirt out.
Yeah.
I was so upset.
Yeah, it was just like me when I went to go see the Ninja Turtles movie, the big remake one, and I wore like my Ninja Turtles shirt. I was getting like a lot of compliments, and then like, I had my hoodie on, and then like as soon as that movie's over, I just zipped it up. Like, dude, I can't do this.
I actually like the new remake of the Ninja Turtles. So I mean,
I wasn't
I
feeling
thought it
it,
was
bro.
all right. I mean,
yeah.
I was a
I
huge
felt like
Ninja
they were
Turtles fan when I was a
too.
kid. I love the old movies.
I didn't like it because I felt like they didn't need karate. They were fucking bulletproof and shit, dude. They were like fucking
Yeah.
whooping everybody's ass, dude.
That does suck. Yeah, they should have played more into the martial arts of it.
And they were bigger than most of the people they were fucking fighting. They knew karate because that's how they defended themselves. But they didn't even fucking need that. They were like throwing themselves, breaking cars and shit. And
I wanted
like,
the suits again. I didn't want the CGI. I wanted suits.
I know the suits were.
They did
the
so
suits
good
were
with the
great.
suits before. I mean, but
I
like
agree.
you could make
I
such better
agree.
suits today. In my
I
But
opinion.
agree.
everything's CGI now, so I mean,
I agree. The suits were really good. And seeing it, like watching the classics, dude, they're so fucking good. Especially Secret of the Ooze, Ninja Turtles 2.
Yeah.
Do you remember Ninja Turtles 2?
Yep. Oh
Vanilla
yeah.
Ice, go ninja,
Yeah.
go. That's my shit, dude.
Dude, all of the Ninja Turtles movies were awesome. Even the third
Look
one,
at
I
Calvin
loved them
was ready
all.
to start dancing right there. Go ninja, go.
Dude, Vanilla Ice
Dude,
is
Vanilla
awesome.
Ice. Dude, Vanilla Ice stole the show in that fucking movie. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, I did. One more thing I wanted to talk about before we even disappeared or anything. Hogwarts Legacy. I know we brought it up probably the last 2 times.
Yeah, we have.
So I haven't looked into like dates or anything like that specific, but Hogwarts Legacy, everyone's been playing it. Obviously, it's a solo playing game. One of the reasons I was kind of iffy about getting it, but now I definitely want to get it. Anyways, I've been told that they're bringing out a multiplayer mod for it.
Yeah.
So you'll actually be able to play with friends.
Yep.
So the goal I would say now is anybody who wants to get it, I would say get it, play it, get like a little bit of a run through on it, and then when your friends can play, you guys run through the game together and play like whatever house you want as the same house.
This is what I would recommend to do. I would recommend waiting for Easter when there's an Easter sale on Steam, then getting it, because by then that'll be out.
Will they still have the can you still unlock the Griffin with it? Would be the question.
I don't know what the hell you're
the $70
talking about.
pack.
What Griffin?
I think I would imagine you should be able
I
to.
don't know.
There's a hidden mission. There's not a hidden mission. There's like some sort of exclusive mission to the game that everybody's talking about.
I bought the deluxe edition and I refunded it, so I don't know.
Here's the thing, though: only one house gets to play that mission.
Ravenclaw.
Hufflepuff, the least liked one, and apparently that mission is you go to Azkaban, which is a big deal. And Hufflepuff is the only one that gets to go.
Really?
So you gotta choose the right house.
But I do hear that they have the least amount of side quests.
Yeah,
the least amount of side quests. But
Gryffindor has the
then
most.
Slytherin, then Ravenclaw, then Hufflepuff. Yeah,
I'll probably get into Gryffindor, knowing me, but we'll see.
You're
Slytherin,
gonna
baby.
be Slytherin for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Slytherin, baby.
Answer the questions the way that you would answer them.
I 100% will.
Okay, do that.
I will 100% do that.
I got Slytherin, so.
Well, I'm not surprised.
I'm the best in the game. That's why, because they're the best
No,
wizards.
you're just a shady
You sound
motherfucker.
like a Malfoy, is what you sound like.
Ooh.
You know what the funny thing is though? CC doesn't feel like entitled motherfucker though. Like Slytherin is for those people who like are bougie, entitled.
Listen,
I
just
mean, look at
because
his
Malfoy
fucking.
was a douchebag. Just because Malfoy was a douchebag, look it up. The best, smartest wizards came from Slytherin. Okay.
No shit, Sherlock.
What about the strongest wizards?
Slytherin.
Gryffindor.
Was it Slytherin? I don't know.
Yeah.
Which one was
No,
was Hagrid?
Yeah.
Voldemort was Slytherin.
Well, we know that. Harry Potter was Gryffindor.
Yeah.
But what
Sirius
about
Black was Slytherin.
what about Hagrid? Most people believe he is actually the strongest wizard. Doesn't even have to have a wand to perform magic.
I don't know, man.
Hagrid, wasn't he just the groundskeeper?
Yeah.
See, a lot of people thought that. They actually believe he's the smartest and strongest wizard. He uses a umbrella to give what's his name, the pigtail,
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Harry's cousin, when he first eats his cake. When Hagrid first shows up and tells Harry he's a wizard.
I haven't
He
watched
puts a
all the movies. I
pigtail on
don't
him.
know.
That is true. He
God.
did.
So actually, a lot of people think he's the strongest wizard because he doesn't need a wand to actually perform magic.
You
Oh,
know what?
boy.
That would make you pretty badass if you don't need a wand for shit. You can just like snap your fingers. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, guys, we're gonna wrap this bad boy up unless you guys have anything else to add. I have one last thing to add, but I want it to be the
Ready, set,
last
go.
thing.
Okay, no, I'm all set.
All right, Kane.
Oh, one more thing referring to the Flash movie or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The Easter egg is that people are expecting it, like how Spider-Man No Way Home introduced the 3 Spider-Men, like Tobey Maguire, Tom Holland, and Andrew Garfield. Rumor has it Christian Bale might be in this Flashpoint.
Well, I mean, if they wanted to be
That could be
good,
cool.
then they would.
Yeah,
That could be cool if you get all 3 Batman. Just saying, that'd be fucking cool.
Yeah, it makes
would
sense
show that
that
they're copying
DC
Marvel
would
again,
copy
but yeah.
Marvel,
Who
just
gives
like
a
they
shit?
did in
I
Black
just want
Adam.
to see all 3 Batman. Who gives a fuck? I don't give a fuck. I just want to see Batman kick ass, dude.
I would like to end this on a big congratulations to Kaiser Kai 90 on getting engaged.
Oh, thank you.
So that's what I wanted to add. So Kai, congratulations.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. You know,
Getting
I'm the
married.
best in gaming. Now I got to be the best in life. You know.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Everyone knows I'm the best in gaming. You might be the best husband. I
Oh.
don't know, but we'll see.
What am I the best at then? No, don't worry, I'll wait.
Yeah, all right, let's go. But anyway, we're gonna end it on that awkward note. Shane, sorry. I'm just kidding, Shane. We love you, man. We love you. I just don't know what you're the best at. I mean, obviously not picking
Fortnite.
chips, not picking superheroes, not Fortnite, not COD. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, you're probably the best at sitting in that chair looking like a snack. I don't know. Nice shirt, by the way.
Best music producer.
Yeah, there you go. Best music guy. Except I haven't seen your rap tier list yet, Shane. You need to get over to my Discord and fill out your tier list.
I'll do that eventually when I decide to. It doesn't matter though. My tier list is going to be superior, second to none.
It's just not. But
yours
anyway,
is subpar already.
We'll see you guys next week. We will have a 4th next week, so we'll see you then.